Hello students, today we are going to learn two more examples on 1D elements centroid calculation. Let us see. In your screen, example number 9. Determine the centroid of wire bent as shown in the figure. Now you can see in the example, here it is the wire bent as shown in the figure. In this, there are two elements only. First one is the semicircular arc, you can see like this, and second one is the straight line AB. What you have to do, you have to draw x and y axis first. For that, you have to check bottom axis, which is x axis, like this, and from the extreme left of the figure you have to draw y axis like this. Okay, now where is the CG? Where is the CG of the semicircular arc? It will be over here. So from this up to x axis, the distance will be 2r by pi. So you already know about this. Okay, it is the formula of the centroid of the semicircular arc. Now let us check the calculation part. Here in the calculation part, you have to check part 1 first. This is the part number 1, semicircular wire. In this part, you first have to learn length of the wire L1. Then after you have to calculate x coordinate of the CG, and then after you have to calculate y coordinate of the CG. Let us check how. For the semicircular arc, measuring from the y-axis, you can see up to the center of gravity, this is the x coordinate, which is equal to the radius. This radius means it is 5 centimeter. Okay, sorry, x1 is 5 centimeter. What is length actually? For the semicircular arc, for this semicircular arc, length is pi r. It is the fixed formula to find the length of the semicircular arc, which is pi r. So pi r will be pi into 5, 15.71 centimeter. Okay, now moving ahead. For the same center of gravity G, we have to calculate y coordinate. So y coordinate will be this, means 2r by pi. Replacing the values, you will get 3.18 centimeter. So it is the simple calculation of part 1. Now let us check part 2, which is a straight line. Part 2 is a straight line which is given over here. You can see this yellow color line is a straight line, part 2. Now for the part 2, we have to check the calculations first. Let us see how. This is the part number 2, straight line. In this case, you have to calculate a length, then after x2, then after y2. What is the length of the line? It is 10 centimeter. And what is x2? So x2 means what? It is the center of gravity of this line, which is at the midpoint. Now finding the coordinate from y-axis, this distance is 10 centimeter and this distance is 5 centimeter. Total will be 15 centimeter. Now what is y2? CG of this particular part is resting on x-axis itself. So y2 means y coordinate of this particular CG will be equal to 0. So these are the two calculations of part 1 and part 2. Now what we have to find? We have to find the combined CG x bar and y bar. For that, by replacing these values in x bar and y bar formulas, we will get combined CG. Let us see how. So these are the formulas for combination of the CG x bar and y bar. So by replacing all the values, you will simply get x bar and y bar. X bar is equal to L1x1 plus L2x2 upon L1 plus L2. All the values are readily available in the calculations. So by replacing the values, you will get 8.88 centimeter. Similarly, in the case of y bar, L1y1 plus L2y2 upon L1 plus L2. Replacing all the values, you will get the answer of y bar. Okay, so students, now we are moving to the next sum. Check out this most important example. We have to determine the centroid of bar bent into the shape of wire or bar shown in the figure. How many parts are there? Part 1, line AB, straight line AB. Part 2 is straight line BC. Part 2, straight line CD. So these three are the straight lines. Part 4 is the semicircular arc, and the last part is again a straight line FA. Now in the tabular formation, you can check what is given to you. In the first column, members are given to you. In the second column, lengths are given to you. In the third column, x coordinate of the CG is given to you, and in the fourth column y coordinate of the CG is given to you. Now what is this? This is the length into x, this is the length into y. But last two columns are not much important for you. Now let us check how the things actually work. For the part 1, length of the AB, line AB is not given to you. But if you form a triangle like this, the angle is 45. So another angle is also 45. Remember the mathematics, when both the angles are 45 degrees, then base and height of the triangle will be same. Okay. So here base of the right angle triangle is 50 mm. So height will also be 50 mm. So by Pythagoras theorem or by trigonometry, you can find this length AB. So here by trigonometry, length AB is equal to 50 by cos 45, means adjacent upon cos of 45 degree, which will give you 70.71. So this is the length of AB. Now what is the length of BC? It is given to you 100 mm directly. So length of BC is equal to 100 mm. What is the length of CD? So CD is actually radius of this semicircular arc. This semicircular arc radius will be CD, which is given to you 50 mm. So this is 50 mm. What is the length of this arc DEF? Again, length of semicircular arc will be pi r. So replacing the formula of pi r, you will get pi into 50, 157.08. Now what is the length of FA? From F to A, it is 100 plus 50, so it is 150 mm. So it is just the column of length. We have calculated all the lengths carefully. Now moving ahead, let us check the x coordinate of the CG of all the elements. Now by drawing the axis again, this is the x-axis, this is the y-axis. Okay. Now for the part AB. Part AB, the CG will be at the midpoint. This is the x coordinate, this is the y coordinate. So what is x coordinate? It is the half of the base. And what is the y coordinate? It is the half of the height. Why this? This is applicable only for the triangles having 45 degree. So half of the base means half of the 50 will be 25, and half of this height is also 25. So it is the x and y coordinate of line AB. Now let us check what happens for the part BC. Part BC, CG is again at the midpoint. From the y-axis, this distance will be x2, means x coordinate. So it will be 50 plus this 50. So answer will be 100. And for the same CG, y coordinate is directly this height, which is equal to 50. Let us check part CD. Part CD, the midpoint is the CG, and from y-axis this midpoint is at the length of 50 plus 100, which will be 150. And for this midpoint up to the bottom line, the distance will be this 50 plus half of this 50. So total this distance will be 75. Okay. Now let us check the semicircular arc. Let us check with the different color. This is the semicircular arc, suppose. Then this CG will be at a distance of 2r by pi. You already knowing the formula for this. Now from the y-axis, this total distance will be 50 plus 100 plus 2r by pi. So 150 plus 2r by pi, which will give the answer of 181.83. Okay, and from this CG, vertical distance will be radius of the semicircular arc, which is 50. Okay, now the last line is FA. This bottom line, yellow color line, is FA. For this FA, CG will be at midpoint. So x coordinate will be 50 plus 50, 150. Sorry, 50 plus x coordinate of this FA line will be half of the length, 150 is equal to 75. And this CG is resting on the x-axis, so y coordinate is equal to 0. So these are the distances, these are the values, are x1, x2, x3, x4 and x5. Similarly, y1, y2, y3, y4 and y5. So by replacing all the values in the formula of x bar and y bar, you will get your answer. So check over here. These are the formulas of x bar and y bar. X bar and y bar. By doing the simplified method, by using the same method of x bar and y bar, means L1x1 plus L2x2 plus L3x3 upon L1 plus L2 plus L3 and so on. You can find x bar, and similarly you can find y bar. So you just practice out these questions in your numericals first, then you will get the answer of the same. So that's it for the today. Students, we will start a new method of area in the next examples or in the next lecture. So till then, see you, goodbye.